Okay, well I am making this video just to kind of explain how our 2016 deer season finished up here for us in Ohio. You know, we had a great season this year. Mary, my wife, she took her very first deer ever. My little brother, he took 2 deer this year as well with his bow. One was a nice 10-point, which we have a video of as well, and then he took a doe on our channel as well. Also, I had the privilege of helping Mary's father, my father-in-law, help track one of his biggest bucks he ever shot ever. This year, which that's very exciting for both Mary and I to be a part of that. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the story of the buck that I shot this year. It started out pretty much last March, last shed season. We found the landowner that we hunt on down in southeastern Ohio, Monroe County. Landowner, he found a pair of sheds. A buck that we knew. We had pictures of this buck the year before, and we were hoping he was going to make it through the season, which he did. So we kind of had our eye on this buck even before this year. So we found a pair of sheds from this buck. Decided this year we've had some pretty tough times bow hunting this spot. It's very hilly. Not many places for like a food plot or whatnot, not many openings, but we decided this year to try to make a couple food plots out of what we had, and so we made a couple food plots this year. One in particular we made kind of a brassica mix. It had turnips, radishes. I even threw in some clover and alfalfa and chicory, and with it back in August, just in case the deer ate everything that was there. Hopefully the clover and the alfalfa and the chicory would kind of fill in a little bit, which was a good idea because the deer demolished brassica that we planted. So pretty much, we planted these food plots. We didn't even touch the property until pretty much last week of October. I was busy helping Mary get her deer, and then I took a couple weeks off. I didn't want to touch this spot at all because I knew the less time that I spent in there when he would not be there during the daytime was better. I didn't even touch the spot until the first week in November. Checked the cameras, and sure enough, he started showing up on the plot. And we knew right away when I saw it, he looked identical to the way he did the year before. So I was pretty confident, if I would hit it at the right time, hunt that spot at the right time, we'd have a really good chance at him. And sure enough, hunted it one night, didn't see him, but saw a couple other young bucks cruising through. But really, the second night that I even hunted this food plot, I made sure the wind was right. My wind was not blowing towards the food plot. It was November 12th, I believe. Sure enough, sitting there, and pretty early, I hear something walking behind me. I turn around, and it was actually coming downwind of me to the food plot, and I turn around, and the whole thing happened within probably 10 seconds. I saw it immediately, saw it was him, and he was just kind of jogging in, kind of cruising real fast. I know he was scent checking some does, and he came right in, actually came right in underneath me, and I was waiting for him to hit this one opening, and he actually spun around. I don't know if he saw me out of the corner of his eye, but he spun around, jumped about 20 feet, and right when he stopped in another little opening that I had, so I put it right on him and squeezed the trigger on my release, and shot him, and he didn't even know what hit him. I heard him run off. He crashed. So I was pretty confident we got him, but I backed out, and got my dad. My dad was down there with me, and got the landowner. And as you'll see, I don't have video of the hunt. Typically, I don't have a cameraman with me. I did have a GoPro on my bow, but since the whole thing happened in pretty much 10 seconds, I literally didn't have time to turn it on. It was either now or nothing, so I wasn't going to let a buck like that pass, especially down in the area that we hunt, where it's pretty tough bow hunting anyways. But I did take a couple little clips after I shot of what happened. Well, here I am down in southern Ohio. I am shaking pretty bad right now, because I just shot the #1 hit list buck down here on my little food plot here. I'll have you take a look here. All the hard work finally paid off. I had pictures of him, all this week, and I'll show you right here. He was actually standing right about here when I shot, had a little opening. He came walking down this path here. He actually walked right to here, and he jolted back, and he stopped right here, and I had a little window. I took a shot. He ended up running back that way, and I heard him crash. Beyond what I can say. I didn't think I was even going to see anything tonight, and he came right behind me, actually probably right downwind. He was just cruising. But here in a minute we'll get down and we'll take a look at him. Well, here we go. We're picking up on the blood trail here. I'll show you right where he was standing whenever I shot. Right here is my tree stand. See my climber right on the tree there. I was up the tree a little ways and shot him right here, right where I'm standing. I'll show you here. We got some good blood. My arrow's right over here. Pass through, pretty sure. Double lunged him, heard him crash, and good blood already. Yeah, so we'll pick up here, take a look at good blood. Good blood. In the blood, pretty sure I lunged him. Like I said, I saw him kind of getting ready to tip over, so he should be laying right up here. So we went back out and tracked this deer, and I didn't bring the camera with me because the dew was kind of setting in, and I knew it'd be a tough drag out, so I didn't want to bring too much stuff in with me. But we found him that night. He didn't go far. He was dead instantly. Drug him out, and it was just amazing. After the season we had, I did not expect anything. I really didn't expect anything from me. I was fine. We could have stopped with Mary getting her first deer, and I would have been completely happy. So it was just a blessing that this deer came in, especially a deer that we knew. We had sheds from before, and really in a spot that I consider one of the toughest places to bow hunt in the state of Ohio. We hunt probably 3 or 4 different counties, and this is definitely the hardest place to bow hunt, just because trying to get the wind correct. It's very hilly. Deer don't really use trails there. They just kind of filter into one little area, and you just got to hope you can get them within bow range, which doesn't happen often. So the level of difficulty for me in this hunt was what really made it special. I'd been hunting this property since I was 8 or 9 years old. So to shoot a buck like this, of this caliber, out of this place was just more than what I could have asked for. So as you can see, he's not a giant scoring deer, but just a big frame 8-point, a big hardwoods buck is what I like to call him. He's not a soybean eating high protein deer. He's just a good solid buck, especially for that area.